King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Welcome, everybody, to New Japan Strong. Alex Kozlov, Kevin Kelly here for the kickoff of the Never Tour. I can't wait to see this. Matches that you fans perhaps never thought you would see. Junior heavyweights colliding with heavyweights. Like, how about this one this week? TJP one-on-one versus Hikuleo.
Ah, man, you know what? I really feel for TJP. His experience, he's going to have to use his quickness. I mean, I don't know how else to overcome a big man like that.
Reverberations, of course, from the 12-man elimination main event last week, where those two locked horns, and also in our main event, where you will see tag team action with Jeff Cobb and David Finlay against Chase Owens and Kenta. It was a week ago that Kenta was eliminated by David Finlay to win the match.
He eliminated Kenta over the top rope. I mean, will this be enough to catch the eyes of the matchmakers? Maybe you guys need to make that match. I want to see that match.
We'll see PJ Black versus Alex Zayne later on, but Mysterioso kicks off the action. Here we go, New Japan Strong. You got the best junior heavyweights, you got the best heavyweights. How about that? Danny Limelight, Mysterioso down.
Some lucha libre. Bullet Club doing what Bullet Club does best.
TJP.
He can attack it from every position.
Alex Zayne going to the top. Look at this.
PJ Black using his gymnastic acumen. Kenta, he seems to always have a trick up his sleeve. Too powerful.
Shoulders and what?
Oh, stunning.
Clark Connors.
Look at the man. All lean muscle.
Okay.
What a powerhouse that is Fred Rosser. Look at Carl Fredericks. It's amazing to see this man flourish in time. Oh. Gorillas of Destiny.
One of the most dominant heavyweight tag teams in New Japan.
Are you ready for this?
Big bad Brody King. Switchblade Jay White has set the bar. Here comes Rocky Romero.
Hurricanrana. Vintage Rocky.
Opening match 15分一本勝負を行います。
And the man who will face Mysterioso, the young man who came oh so close to winning Lions Break crown. Clark Connors was the inevitable winner. I can't say enough good things about Danny Limelight.
Danny was so close. So close. He has another shot today to prove to the world that he belongs. Obviously, Rocky Romero took to him for good reason. Very talented individual.
172センチ、79キロ。Danny Limelight!
So big emotional, I'm sure, letdown. How do you put that past to be able to get back in, take care of business?
Well, that's very, very hard to get so close, but not quite get there. But you know, you as an athlete, you face these situations all the time, and you just have to focus on your next match and get the W.
It won't be easy against Mysterioso.
Not at all. Not at all. Mysterioso obviously coming from a very well-known, legendary wrestling family.
And will the size and the experience favor Mysterioso here on the Never Tour, New Japan
赤コー
Strong?
ナー180センチ、99キロ。Mysterioso!
So one fall match to
Sparky Barat.
kick off the broadcast, TJP Hikuleo. We'll see that as the second bout here. I'm concerned for TJP. It's somebody that you've known for years and years and years, and I just too much size differential. Dream matches here or never, sure, but is it going to be too much Hikuleo?
Yeah, this one match, it just seems a bit off. I don't think it should be even legal for one Hikuleo to face against TJP, however experienced he is.
Plus PJ Black, Alex Zayne, Mysterioso feeling the kick of Danny Limelight. Danny Limelight had victory, no doubt about it. He hit that small package driver 1-2, thought it was going to be 3, and somehow Clark Connors kicked out.
That's what's crazy, is that is the move that got him to the finals. He beat every opponent with it, and Clark Connors able to kick out.
And then nailed him with that kick, that side kick to the head. Again, thought the lights were out, done 1-2, and again Clark Connors kicked out.
Unbelievable. Of course, right now Daniel Limelight has an opportunity to remind people that he's still in it.
And Mysterioso looking to make headlines of his own every time he competes, representing his family. The multi-generational star from Lucha Libre as Mysterioso up and over. Danny Limelight, the pass-through.
Very experienced, very well-versed in the Lucha Libre style.
Swing and a miss. Oh, stay right there, Danny Limelight. I'm going to roll you up. No, sir.
Oh, Daniel Limelight showing that he's quicker.
The Monstral.
Oh.
Again, Mysterioso underneath.
Daniel Limelight's so good at using the ropes. Using the ropes as a weapon to catapult himself, to inflict more damage. And look at the power of Mysterioso.
This is what we said could be the difference, the power and size of Mysterioso. And obviously, Mysterioso able to run Danny Limelight back first into the steel.
2, 3,
That steel
4,
post is unforgiving. What a
5,
painful maneuver to inflict on your
6,
opponent.
20 count in New
7,
Japan Pro Wrestling and here on New Japan Strong as Mysterioso runs Danny Limelight directly in
9,
to the steel. And now back out, in and out in a blink of an eye to break the count and allow Mysterioso to continue to pour the pressure on.
Mysterioso did what he needed to do on the outside.
Oh, this is devastating. Look at this.
Senton.
Big man coming in with that senton and the leg hooked. A kick out at 2. Danny Limelight clutching his head after being driven skull first into the ring post.
Mysterioso very methodically picking away at Daniel Limelight.
So was there a little vodka celebration with you and Clark Connors?
Yes, and it's still going on.
What? Wait a minute, it's been a week.
Look, I mean, the way that we celebrate in Russia, you know, it's we do it right.
Well, again, the cultural diversity that we see here on the roster and even in the announce booth, you're bringing the traditions from Russia.
Здорово, братуха, вот как мы делаем.
And now Mysterioso coming down the line. The big thrust kick to the side of Danny Limelight's head. The lights are dimming. Are they out? Mysterioso confidently pulls him away from the ropes. 2 and a kick out.
Man, I gotta say, Daniel Limelight is fading. He's been taking so much damage from the more powerful and experienced Mysterioso.
Remember earlier on, Limelight confidently diving over the top rope. Thought he would crash Mysterioso to the deck, but power Mysterioso strong enough to catch him and drive him into the ring post. It swung the whole match.
Absolutely, yeah, that was the turning point in this match. What power by Mysterioso.
I didn't sense any hangover or disappointment from the coming so close Lions break crown from Danny Limelight. Just Mysterioso's power, too much to overcome. This is one of the matchups you'll see with heavyweights versus junior heavyweights here on the Never Tour. Lining him up.
Slams him down to the ground and goes for his signature moonsault, but Daniel Limelight able to put his leg up right in the face of Mysterioso, allowing himself to recover from all the damage that he's taken so far. Will he be able to recover?
Danny Limelight has taken a lot of damage, and Mysterioso got caught with that boot. Limelight, tons of heart on his feet, charges forward, thrown over the top. Skins the cat, though, catches Mysterioso by surprise.
Wow, able to head scissor him into the corner.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
Charging in wildly is Limelight, again thrown over the top, again stopping his momentum and delivering on Mysterioso. So Danny Limelight continuing to roll the dice and connects there. The double
Wow.
knees put Mysterioso down.
That was a vicious maneuver. The knees right on the sternum of Mysterioso, which is really what he needs to keep the big man down. I don't know if it's smart to allow Mysterioso to get back on his feet, but I guess he has a plan. And the spinning kick to the face.
Is this enough to beat Mysterioso too? No, it's not. He kicks out.
Wow, boy, I tell you, that spinning heel kick will knock you silly.
Limelight having flashbacks from last week against Clark Connors. He hit the small package driver, hit that spinning kick, unable to put him away.
Hard kick to the gut of Mysterioso, going for that fisherman suplex, but Mysterioso too powerful. And a huge super kick to the face of Limelight. And the MSO! Mysterioso hits the MSO backstabber. Will this be enough?
Leg hook, 2, it is
And he
over.
gets it.
Too much size, too much
Time,
Mysterioso.
6 minutes and 10 seconds. Here is your winner,
Mysterioso able to
Mysterioso.
showcase himself tonight, representing Mexico. The Lucha, he's like this ground and pound / Lucha Libre master.
So Mysterioso kicking off this episode of New Japan Strong with a victory here on the Never Tour. Every few weeks, a brand new tour begins, almost a theme for the episodes. This is all about the junior heavyweights against the heavyweights.
第2試合、15分一本勝負を行います。
The more I think about this match, the more afraid I get for TJP.
I feel you, Kevin.
6 feet 9 inches tall, Hikuleo. This match, of course, born as a result of TJP and Hikuleo getting into it during that 12-man elimination last week. And okay, so you got a lot of bodies around the ring, but now it's going to be one-on-one.
This is going to be a very isolated incident.
約3センチ、127キロ、ヤンガン、Hikuleo!
Could be a huge broadcast for Bullet Club with Kenta and Chase Owens in the main event against Jeff Cobb and David Finlay. Hikuleo, no telling what he might be able to do with TJP.
You know, Hikuleo is such an athlete for a man his size. 6'9", brute power.
The hope for TJP is to rely on that experience.
Absolutely. He will rely on his experience. He has to use his quickness, be elusive.
I think he's going to be represented by the law firm of Stick and Move in this one.
Yes.
Away, 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 and try to get Hikuleo to make a mistake. Let's see what happens here on the Never
赤コー
Tour.
ナー178センチ、79キロ、ザ・ビル・アブ・フラッシュ、TJP!
The film flash. You can see how flashy his gear is. One of the most flashiest wrestlers in the world.
Taking on the youngest son of Haku, the baby brother
Baby brother, you call him.
of the Gorillas of Destiny, who we will see in tag team action next week against Brody King and Flip Gordon. But Hikuleo right now getting set to take on TJP.
Ready? Ring the bell!
Bell sounds and we are underway.
Obviously, we have here a competition between a heavyweight and a super junior heavyweight. And I've always believed that it's not so much about size, it's about skill. So this is a true test of skills.
You know,
For TJ.
the conversation, of course, the never open weight division in New Japan Pro Wrestling, junior heavyweights can compete against heavyweights. And for the longest time, you know, there have been junior heavyweights who've been saying we should be matched up with the heavyweights on a more frequent basis. Both Sho and Hiromu Takahashi, both very outspoken about that. And TJP has faced opponents of all shapes and sizes throughout his career.
That is very true, although I have to wonder if he's ever faced somebody quite like Hikuleo.
Well, there aren't many athletes like Hikuleo at 6 feet 9 inches tall, with this power, intensity, pedigree, second generation,
Oh.
son of Haku.
Turns TJP over with a huge lariat.
Just built for destruction is Hikuleo. Everything that he does, he uses his length and his size so well. Those long arms, the long legs.
He is so dangerous. Big forearm.
And feeling the forearm, feeling everything that Hikuleo does. If he unleashes that chop into the chest, it might be all she wrote. Look at TJP able to spin things around and get Hikuleo trying to catch up.
Very good. You see TJP using his speed and quickness. Vintage TJP with the submission maneuver, able to lock the legs of Hikuleo.
Oh,
pulling on the hair.
Having to use the hair. That's not going to fly. He's going to have to break the Buddha lock, but...
Oh, and Hikuleo able to power. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh, watch out. Watch out. Oh, Alex, can he do it?
Oh, and he snaps the shoulder of Hikuleo. You can see the amount of pain that Hikuleo is in. This is the experience of TJP being able to attack from every point, from every angle.
And TJP being very cautious as he moves in, trying to find the opening. And now going to look for the suplex?
I'm not sure. I think he's a little bit over his head with this right here. Oh, and Hikuleo just picks him up.
Tongan drop. Tongan drop there by Hikuleo, and the leg hooked, and a near fall.
You can see the struggle on TJP's face. Hikuleo came down with a Tongan drop with all his weight.
Yeah, Hikuleo still feeling the effects of that hyperextension of his arm, with TJP with the other arm hammerlock behind him.
Shoots him into the corner. Hard shooting into the corner. TJP not even able to stay up.
Pressing down into his chest for the cover. Whatever business you and he were talking about a couple of weeks ago, I hope you settled it. Did you take care of it? Is it all done? Because I'm not so sure you're going to be able to continue this conversation anymore.
Our business may possibly just be delayed a little bit.
So Hikuleo, the youngest son of Haku, went on a basketball scholarship, completed his university journey, started his wrestling training at the Fale Dojo, also trained in Orlando, trained with Bubba Ray and Devon, and at the 3D Academy. He's had some fantastic teachers, and of course in the New Japan Dojo as well. TJP trained at the original LA Dojo.
Oh, wow, just able to jump onto Hikuleo, hooking his leg over his neck. And you can see he's got his other leg hooked. But the power of Hikuleo is just too much for TJ. Will he be? Oh, and he power slams him.
2 and a kick out.
You can see he wasn't fully able to get that pin after TJP snapped his shoulder back.
So despite the size differential, TJP still in this match, but Hikuleo is in control, and it could just be one more big move, one gunslinger away for victory.
You can hear the pain that TJP is in as Hikuleo pulls on the arms of TJP, bending them where they're not supposed to bend.
So TJP trying to get his base underneath him, get back to his feet.
I'm not sure he's going to be able to power himself over. He needs to use his... There it is.
Yep, use the legs.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
He had to be quick with that, otherwise Hikuleo could have caught him. But now charges in.
Using the ropes to put the legs up.
Kick the arm away. And now to the midsection. Here we go.
Using the corner to be able to do the spinning DDT. Amazing.
So
Amazing.
Hikuleo has been put down by TJP.
Very, very smart by TJP to use the ring to be able to gain the momentum to flip him over.
Got to
like that.
use anything and everything here to get this victory. And when he's been elusive, he's been successful. When he's gotten caught in too close by Hikuleo, that's when the bigger man has been able to take advantage. But now it's TJP who is on his feet first. He's the one with the opportunity here for victory.
Gut shots, taking the wind out of Hikuleo.
Back to the right arm.
Working the arm again. Tries to clothesline Hikuleo. Obviously, that's not enough. And a spinning heel kick. Still, the big man is up. Can't quite get him down.
Off the rope.
Oh, and Hikuleo tries to go for the power slam, but TJP able to drop kick him, get Hikuleo to his knees.
Drop kicking that arm, and now springing,
Oh,
connecting.
wow. Did you see that? He drop kicked him right in the shoulder.
Yes, exactly. He has been laser focused on the right arm of Hikuleo, and now springboard DDT.
Oh, my God.
Is this enough? 2 and
Oh, wow. So close. You can see Hikuleo grabbing the arm. He's obviously in a lot of pain.
Hikuleo using that right arm to get that the right shoulder up, and then wincing in pain moments after. And so now, looks like could be time for the Mamba Splash. Here we go. TJP to the top. Hikuleo is down. Kenny, oh no, instead rolling senton. Senton from the top of the big boot. The big boot from Hikuleo puts TJP down.
Hikuleo calling for the finish. Will this be it? Will TJ be able to use his quickness so he goes for the sunset? Oh, the big man, too powerful.
Pulling him up here.
Oh, and TJP is able to reverse that into an armbar, but he doesn't quite have it. If he can lock that armbar, and there, he's adjusting his feet a little bit to put more pressure on it. But too powerful is Hikuleo able to pick him up into a power bomb.
Power bomb, 2, and no!
Oh my God!
That was close. The timekeeper nearly hit that bell because it sure looked like it was going to be a 3, but TJP was able to get his shoulder up.
What a contest. TJP pulling out all the stops. Hikuleo calling for the gunslinger.
Here we go. TJP. Back to the right arm. No, off the ropes.
Oh, snap power slam.
And immediately picking him up instead of going for the cover, and takes him around with the gunslinger. Leg hook 2, it is over.
What an incredible effort by TJP.
Time, 8 minutes and 24
Just
seconds.
not enough to take
Here
down
is
the
your
big man.
winner, Hikuleo.
So Hikuleo
Once again, your winner of the match, Hikuleo.
overcoming the pain in his right arm from the attack from TJP. And we'll see more of Bullet Club later on with our main event. Jeff Cobb and David Finlay will take on Bullet Club's Chase Owens and KENTA.
Respect to TJP, props. I mean, he pulled out all the stops. Really inflicted a lot of damage to the big man, but it was just not quite enough.
Damn, I'm good. He got me in the first half, I ain't gonna lie. But I beat his ass, just like I'll beat every one of yours. Damn. Damn, I'm good.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
What'd you up to?
Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Token Shop Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month. I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh yeah? I'm wearing them right now.
I just ordered a mask.
Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face.
I love Token Shop Global.
I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction, or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
第3試合 15分一本勝負を行います。
Now, I don't know if this would be a matchup we would never see, but it's a matchup I couldn't imagine seeing up until today. This is fantastic.
Seriously, to all the fans watching on New Japan Pro Wrestling World, what a treat you're about to see. You're about to see Alex Zayne, one of the most exciting high flyers, go up against the aura, the enigma, the adrenaline junkie that is PJ Black. Are you kidding me?
And for BJ Black, this is road that he's covered. Again, when he was on the ascent, on the rise in his career, he was known as that high flyer, tremendous future, and now the 23-year veteran, man.
Wow.
He's been there and done that with guys like Alex Zayne.
He's been in the business for so long, traveled around the world from South Africa, reinvented himself.
Got a PhD in professional wrestling, and let's see what PJ Black can do in our opening match.
Can PJ Black handle the hot sauce? Alex Zayne.
97キロ、ザ・デアウルフ、PJ ブラック。
I feel like we're watching two wild cards, two wild men facing off against each other.
As we mentioned, our main event with Jeff Cobb and David Finlay against Chase Owens and Kenta. Other big matches signed for this tour that you'll see include Brody King and Flip Gordon versus the Gorillas of Destiny. And, of course, next week you are going to see Rocky Romero one-on-one against the man he eliminated from the 12-man. How about this? Rocky versus Switchblade Jay White.
Can't wait.
All right, so swing and a miss there. Each man trying to find the other.
Wow. Both men showing each other that they can.
Out goes Alex Zayne. Lands on his feet, though. PJ Black will look to close in. Inside the ring, Black adjusts. Now going to the top, gets knocked down.
Wow, it's almost like these men. It's almost like these men know each other so well. Maybe what it is they have very similar styles. Both kick, both fly.
And both very much in the here and now when it comes to prominence in professional wrestling. Alex Zayne, certainly a fast rising star. PJ Black, a known commodity, and a known near fall there, nearly ended it quickly.
Well, that will take down Alex Zayne. What an epic maneuver.
We talk about the innovation of each man, but there are things that Alex Zayne does that PJ Black may already do. That there's so much, like you said, stylistic symmetry between them.
There's a great stylistic symmetry between these two opponents. I would say that, you know, Alex Zayne is the younger.
Wait a minute, put the shoulders down, too.
PJ Black going to the top and a big forearm.
Drops it right down on top of Alex Zayne, now using that very same forearm to drive along the jawline. Added emphasis, but Zayne was able to kick out. Wheelbarrow. Going to move right through effectively. How about this? Come on.
Oh, wow.
Where is he taking him? Over to the corner. And now jamming his head into the turnbuckle pad repeatedly. Oh,
he's just showboating.
It's like embarrassing right there.
So experienced as PJ Black. And I believe that is what he has going for him, the experience. Alex Zayne is like the newer generation PJ Black.
Standing on top rope now again. Straight right hand, straight down into a cover, and a kick out at 2. I want to thank all the fans for joining us here on njpwworld.com each and every week. New Japan Strong. New episodes every Friday. And I want to thank all the fans for the feedback. We've been getting a lot of love on social media, and I know you appreciate it. I know it means a lot to me as well.
I like to get social, and thank you for your participation. I'm just as excited as the fans, honestly. Just calling the action with you. Watching the likes of PJ Black and Alex Zayne. It's truly incredible.
And now submission. PJ Black has done a fine job, I think, of indeed, like he just said, slowing the pace down and controlling Alex Zayne. How do you control the uncontrollable? PJ Black is showing us how it's done.
That is exactly how you do it. Really wearing him down, slowing him down. But Alex Zayne able to get the sunset flip on that. So innovative. Oh, and a huge spinning heel kick, taking the head off of Alex Zayne.
So PJ Black now looks like he's about to lap the field here and eliminate Alex Zayne in our opener 2.
You can see in how he covered him, holding his wrist down, getting everything out of that pin. Not quite enough to put down Alex Zayne.
Of course, that placebo effect from PJ Black is extremely effective, continuing to garner him victories here at New Japan Strong.
Absolutely, a very powerful maneuver. And Alex Zayne able to catch him with the drop kick right on the head of PJ Black. Will this buy him enough time to recover?
Yeah, obviously can't just jump right back into the next move. He's got to take a breath, recuperate, get his legs back underneath him. But PJ Black, who was on cruise control now, gets caught coming right at us here towards the commentary. You got this scouted if he's able to hit it. Oh, wait a minute. What's this going to be?
Goes for the sunset. PJ Black lands on his feet, but Alex Zayne catches him with a kick.
To the midsection. Now off the ropes. Here comes Alex Zayne.
4-flip leg drop right on the neck of PJ Black.
Rolls him over and will hook the outside leg. We got a 2 and no more as PJ Black rips that left shoulder up.
Barely. I mean, you can see how much damage
5 minutes has elapsed.
He took on that leg drop.
Next week, we'll see the Lions Break Crown tournament winner, Clark Connors, go one-on-one with Fred Rosser. Quite a test for Clark Connors.
Oh, absolutely.
That'll be next week. Here on the broadcast on the Never Tour, Zayne catches Black with a forearm.
You know, even though this is not a tournament match, these men are trying to send a message, prove a point to NJPW World that they are here.
No, wait a minute, look at this!
Wow!
Oh, but Black held on.
PJ Black had him scouted, able to catch him.
How about that?
And the clash on the floor.
And it will do it too. No! Wow. A kick out. PJ Black was so confident before he hit the clash, looked right up at us and smiled as if to say, all right, boys, do your job. 1, 2, 3, and announce me as the winner. But Alex Zayne was able to kick out.
You can see the frustration on the face of PJ Black.
All right, so he's gone for this once. And now, and Alex Zayne had an answer one time, but it looks as if PJ Black is ready. Alex Zayne again comes forward. Ooh!
Oh, my God.
Drives him.
Huge forearm by PJ Black, trading forearms.
Kozlov, he's got him hooked.
Will he be able to? Oh, and he gets him with a crunch wrap supreme. Oh, my God. PJ Black barely able to kick out at the last second. What does Alex Zayne got to do to put away the experienced PJ Black?
Similar style, similar attitudes about professional wrestling. You can see how evenly matched these two men are, as both Alex Zayne and PJ Black have had victory in their grasp, only for their opponent to deny. But now Alex Zayne going to the top rope.
These two are such high risk takers. I would even call them gamblers. PJ Black looking to lock the suplex off the top rope. Alex Zayne able to fight out.
PJ Black will not be denied.
Wow, hurricanrana off the top rope. And a moonsault. And covering.
1, 2, and another kick out.
What exciting exchange.
Very frustrated right now. PJ Black feels he should have already won this match. Alex Zayne just too tough, too much heart.
These two are so evenly matched, so similar. It's so exciting to see these two fight.
Zayne again, second rope. Again, PJ Black.
Spanish fly off the top rope.
Leg hook, 2. No,
My
again.
God, Kevin. What back and forth action. This is incredible. What is PJ Black got to do to put away Alex Zayne?
Well, he's going through that encyclopedic mind of his, going through the Rolodex of every wrestling move that he knows, trying to find the right one.
To our satisfaction.
Well, yes, indeed. It's like seeing an artist at work. But Alex Zayne.
Will he go? I know what he's going for.
What's he got? What's he got in store?
He calls this the Crunch Wrap Supreme. Backflip. Knees to the back of the head of PJ Black. And will this do it?
2. He has no.
Oh, my God. My goodness. Where else can you find action like this?
Alex Zayne with the near fall. PJ Black rolling towards the rope. In fact, each man now rolling underneath the bottom rope, each with the same idea.
I would have to say that Alex Zayne must have been influenced by PJ Black's career. So similar, so evenly matched. Trading punches on the apron. Hard chop. Alex Zayne returns one of his own.
Rib cage was open there. PJ Black capitalized.
What are they going for here?
Did Zayne play into PJ Black's hands? Or is it Alex Zayne who set the trap?
Oh, big elbow knocking Alex Zayne to the floor.
Both went for the big right forearm, but it was PJ Black who connected. Here we go.
The placebo effect, and he connects.
1, 2, he is no!
Oh my God,
Kevin.
Kevin. Can you believe that Alex Zayne kicked out of the placebo effect?
10 minutes.
Is there anything left for PJ Black to do?
Well, maybe one more thing.
Oh!
And that is called the bad habit. And it is over.
Wow, he literally threw
10
everything but the
minutes and
kitchen
21
sink.
seconds.
I would even say
Here
the
is
kitchen
your
sink as
winner,
well.
PJ Black.
Bad
God.
habit gets it done. Bad habit, the finishing move that puts away Alex Zayne.
PJ Black extending the hand. Obviously, Alex Zayne earned the respect of PJ Black, obviously.
Now, PJ Black, of course, competes in Ring of Honor, adhering to bringing the Code of Honor here for this. A great respectful showing from PJ Black. You can see it. The PhD in professional wrestling from PJ Black. And he was
Amazing.
able to get it done.
Well, Alex Zayne gave everything that he had. Gonna have to go back to the drawing boards.
PJ Black is back, baby!
本日のメインマッチ20分一本勝負を行います。
Last week in the 12-man elimination, Kenta escaped, still in possession of the U.S. heavyweight title briefcase. The future title shot still his. But, in effect, losing to David Finlay via the over-the-top rope elimination puts David Finlay in that conversation. Jeff Cobb never left that conversation. So now there's a couple of guys that want a piece of Kenta and that future U.S. title shot.
Well, Kenta certainly has a target on his back.
185センチ、93キロ。ザ・クラウンジュエル、チェザー・オーエンズ IWGP US ヘビー級挑戦権利書保持者、174センチ、85キロ。
I'm gonna clap for him. I don't want to be on his bad side.
It's well deserved. All right, I'll clap for you, no problem. I don't want any problems with Kenta.
I don't want to go to sleep.
Even if, listen, David Finlay, Jeff Cobb, just because they want to beat Kenta doesn't mean they will be able to beat Kenta.
That is so true. I mean, Kenta just seems to find a way to keep the briefcase.
Sometimes
find a way to
right
win.
the Yaitza.
Oh, well, he's the master of the Yaitza maneuver.
Yaitza acumen. Once again, Jeremy Marcus will be the official. There was a little bit of hue and cry around him last week in a controversial elimination. But let's see what happens here with Jeff Cobb and David Finlay in the main event.
I mean, both of these men obviously have sent a message to Kenta. Jeff Cobb getting the visual pin on Kenta, not quite being able to beat him technically. And then David Finlay eliminating Kenta in that elimination match. You saw how tight Kenta was holding on to that briefcase afterwards.
182センチ95キロデビッド・フィンレイ
Couple of happy beers after last week. Hi, David. Let's see if he can have another round of happy beers with a win here in our tag team main event against Chase Owens and Kenta. Easier said than done. Something tells me Bullet Club is going to have more than one trick up their sleeve.
As always, you got to wonder if David Finlay eliminated Kenta.
Oh, and that's attacking before the bell, going right after Finlay and Cobb.
That's the way to start, to get the upper hand. Isolating Cobb, the powerhouse of the team.
I think two men the size of Kenta and Owens to get the measure here on Cobb, but again, a fast start for Bullet Club.
Chase Owens winding up for the clothesline.
Oh, and almost another misfire from Bullet Club.
Chase catches him.
Thrust kick in the midsection. Clothesline from Jeff Cobb. Really leaned into that one, and Chase Owens hit the mat.
Jeff Cobb's so powerful. You can feel every punch, every strike thrown by him. Tags in David Finlay. And a forearm to the wrist of Chase Owens.
Vertical suplex.
Beautiful suplex. Kicks out at 1.
Two amateur greats, of course, they met in the first round of the New Japan Cup USA tournament. Finlay got the victory and eventually fell to Kenta in the finals. Cobb got eliminated in the semifinals. Controversial decisions both times.
You know, David Finlay, as well as Jeff Cobb, are so good. I believe that this tag team may just have what it takes to overcome the odds of the trickery of Bullet Club.
Cobb and Finlay spend a lot of time together when they're on tour with New Japan. They both are part of the Hantai faction. They travel on the same bus together. Stay in the same hotels, they frequently eat. So I would imagine, even though they're not a full-time team, that there is great camaraderie. Oh, great symmetry between the two. And Cobb had gone after Kenta. That opened the door for Chase Owens with a chop block on the affected knee. Cobb's knee still not 100%.
As soon as Chase Owens took the knee out of Cobb, Kenta tags in right away.
How could you do that, Chase? How could you go after the knee of Jeff Cobb?
As soon as Chase Owens took down Jeff Cobb, Kenta just so anxiously got in the ring to put the damage on him. He was waiting for this, waiting for Jeff Cobb to be downed. Look at him just dragging himself, moving himself towards his corner. He can't even move his leg.
Cobb had injured his knee in preparation the week when he challenged for the U.S. heavyweight title briefcase. And again, a training injury that was greatly exacerbated by Kenta in the match. So while the knee is getting better and is real close to 100%, obviously that chop block from Chase Owens is going to help things.
No, not at all. This is not good. They're re-aggravating the injury of Cobb.
And when you got a bad knee like Cobb does, it's like the foundation of this beautiful house is crumbling. Everything above it is going to collapse. Cobb's power base, as he almost was able to get to the tag, but Chase Owens was there to stop him.
Chase Owens, such a ring general, able to notice how close Cobb was to his tag team partner and was able to get in between.
Chase Owens' value to Bullet Club, I don't think can be overstated. Spinning toe hold here. You look at the way he has been a valued member of the faction. Tag team glue, whether it's with Kenta or Switchblade Jay White or Bad Luck Fale or the Guerrillas of Destiny. He fits in with everybody and can adapt his style beautifully.
Absolutely. I agree with you completely. I think his a very necessary piece. He may not be the most flashiest of Bullet Club members, but he is the piece that holds them together.
So now Kenta coming in, again in the plus position. And Kenta knowing that both Jeff Cobb and David Finlay would love another opportunity at that U.S. Heavyweight Championship rights holder certificate that Kenta holds as a result of the New Japan Cup USA tournament victory, but cutting him down to size and again working on the knee. Trying to get a hold of David Finlay, but David was ready, denying Kenta the opportunity there.
Kenta's so good at picking his opponents apart. And when he smells weakness, he capitalizes. Chase Owens continuing to put the work in on the leg of Cobb. I mean, you take the legs out of Cobb. I mean, it's not the same Cobb.
And that is exactly what Bullet Club has done. If you think about it, the way the match started with Kenta and Owens attacking before the bell, immediately throwing David Finlay out, going after Cobb. They were targeting Cobb and eventually his leg the entire time.
Well, great strategy. Great strategy.
It's a risky strategy, but it paid off. Because again, you know you've already got Cobb in a weakened state. Finlay is fresher and was the man who had eliminated Kenta last week. Wait a minute, Chase Owens just gets sent off.
Cobb was able to use his right leg to push Owens over the top rope. Will he be able to get to the corner? He's almost there.
Does Chase tag Kenta? Yes, he does.
Oh, and he's able to tag the fresher, David Finlay.
Had a split decision to make. And
this is a matchup that I really was looking forward to seeing. Jumping European uppercut. Chase Owens comes in with the gut shot. Beautiful dropkick by David Finlay, eliminating Chase Owens to the outside.
All right, following in, back elbow. David Finlay now going to the top. Kenta on his feet.
Signature David Finlay with the European uppercut from the top.
Outside leg hook, Jeremy Marcus there, 2 count. This is our main event, folks, here on the Never Tour on New Japan Strong. Next week's main event, Rocky Romero one-on-one versus Switchblade Jay White. Plus the Gorillas of Destiny face Brody King and Flip Gordon. ACH takes on Carl Fredericks and more. That's next week here on New Japan Strong. Up on the shoulders, go to sleep time.
David Finlay able to escape that barely with the European uppercuts. Charges, and gets caught with a snap power slam. Kenta not able to get the pin.
He knows he needs a tag. And now Finlay will be coming to his feet and have to deal with the crown jewel.
Big elbow in the corner and a lariat.
Cover, 2, and a kick out. You see Cobb out on the floor. Yes, he's over by the red corner, but Finlay's going to have to go it alone, at least for the time being. Up on the shoulders, Finlay down. Back suplex, yes.
Neutralizing Chase Owens. Cobb able to get up onto his corner. And David Finlay makes a tag. What kind of damage will Cobb be able to inflict? Did that time give him, was that enough time for him to slightly recover from the injury?
Obviously with revenge on his mind for everything that Kenta and Owens did to his knee here in this, just mauling him in the corner. You see he's still hobbled though, Alex.
Yes, he's still hurt. Chase Owens catches him with a knee and a Russian leg sweep right into the corner.
Watch out, Kenta charging across, knocking Finlay down, catching him right in the mouth.
And again, we have Kenta and Chase Owens, 2 versus 1. I mean, Jeremy has got to get control of this ring.
Again, Chase and Kenta had a 2-on-1 edge with David Finlay in last week's 12-man elimination. 2.
Barely able to kick out.
David was able to overcome and eventually eliminate Kenta to win.
Kenta going after David Finlay. Finlay able to neutralize him for 1 moment.
Here we go, the package pile driver. Package pile driver on the way, but wait a second, Finlay in.
Goes for the lariat, but Finlay ducks and he gets him with the back cracker.
Watch out, Kenta.
Oh, huge kick to Finlay. Huge lariat by Jeff Cobb, still hobbling on that leg. You can see the anguish that he is in.
All right, so the legal men are in the ring after Finlay and Kenta both put to the outside. Again, Chase was looking for the package pile driver, but now instead,
will he be able to keep him up there? No, Chase Owens escapes. Big forearm.
Lights him up with the combo.
Oh, and a big knee. Drops him right to the mat.
Is this enough? Two, Finley in to break it up. Kenta right behind, though.
Tosses him to the outside.
And Kenta saying to Chase, go for it. He's going to neutralize. He's going to keep a hold of Finley on the floor. It's going to come down to these two. One of these two men will win this tag team main event.
Big boot by Chase Owens to the head of Jeff Cobb, who's still unable to get to his feet.
The legal men in the ring, and in the background you see Finley and Kenta slugging it out on the floor.
Cobb able to catch that boot. Big forearm, knocking Chase to the... Will he be able to? He is able to connect.
How about that? 1, 2, he got him.
Wow.
Tour of the Islands gets the win for Jeff Cobb.
Time, 9 minutes.
Impressive how he was able to get him for that power slam.
David
with half a leg, really.
Cobb.
So powerful.
So revenge, sweet for Cobb, a measure of revenge. I'm sure he would have loved to get that pinfall over Kenta, but he'll take it over one of the co-conspirators.
Once again, your winners.
I mean,
Finley
you got to wonder
Jeff
if these two have gotten into the heads of Kenta and Chase Owens. I mean, last week we saw David Finlay eliminate Kenta in that 8-man elimination, and today Cobb able to get the power slam on Chase Owens.
And once again, we see Kenta immediately stomping over and grabbing possession of that briefcase, the rights holder certificate to the future IWGP US Heavyweight Championship match is inside. The value of that contract is enormous. Kenta knows it. He'll do anything he can to keep it. Happy beers? Happy beers? You and Jeff, happy beers. Happy beers, let's do it. All right, how about everybody watching on New Japan World? A round of happy beers.
Still got to finish with those bottles of vodka with Connors.
I heard you tried to submit an expense report for them.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that we're going to be drinking still.
Well, the party's going to continue next week right here on New Japan Strong because the Never Tour is rolling on, and that main event of Rocky Romero versus Switchblade Jay White. Your heart, I think, is going to be torn, Alex.
You know, you're so right. My heart is torn because obviously Rocky Romero is my old tag team partner, but Jay White, I mean, he is the future. He is so cool. He is so good. He makes me want to join the Bullet Club.
Well, we'll find out what happens next week, plus the Gorillas of Destiny and tag team action against Brody King, Flip Gordon, and a whole lot more. Alex Kozlov, Kevin Kelly, and all of you will be there. The Never Tour continues on New Japan Strong.